All right, so get this. We're diving into like a total Hollywood curveball today. You ready for it?
Okay. I'm intrigued. Lay on me.
So it's about this whole weight loss thing, right?
Mm.
And fame.
Okay.
But like it totally flips the script on how we usually think about it.
I'm listening.
Okay, so we're talking about Wayne Knight,
Oh, okay, got it.
Newman from Seinfeld,
Yeah.
and that programmer from Jurassic Park.
Right. Unforgettable.
Yeah, exactly. So you've seen him, right?
Well, those times.
But here's the thing. Wayne's actually lost a crazy amount of weight over the years. Like, we're talking over 100 pounds since Jurassic Park.
Wow, I had no idea, really.
Seriously. And get this. It hasn't exactly been the career booster you might expect.
Oh, really?
It's actually kind of the opposite.
Huh. That's interesting.
He's even said that it like hurt his career.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah, so we've got all these interviews, articles, and even those classic before and after photos.
Yeah, the internet loves those.
Exactly. We're going to break it all down, figure out what's really going on with this whole unexpected twist in Wayne's journey.
I'm in. Let's go deep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So usually you hear about actors transforming their bodies, right?
Yeah, like getting ripped for a superhero movie or something.
Exactly.
Right.
But Wayne's story is like a total curveball.
Yeah, it really makes you think twice about all those Hollywood stereotypes.
For real.
Yeah.
And the internet is like drowning in Wayne Knight weight loss articles.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
But they're all kind of surface level.
Yeah, just clickbait.
Exactly. We're going deeper than that. We're trying to understand the real deal impact on his career.
Right, and what it says about success in Hollywood.
And maybe even beyond Hollywood.
Yeah.
Okay, so first things first, Wayne's weight loss journey. It wasn't some overnight miracle or anything.
Yeah, those never really are.
He said he tried basically everything to lose weight.
Like what?
Oh, therapy, drugs, surgery, even like alien abduction.
Alien abduction? Wait, seriously?
I mean, he was obviously joking, but you get the point.
Yeah, he's definitely tried it all.
Right. And that's actually more common than people realize. Finding what works for you can be a real journey.
Yeah, for sure. You're trying different things, figuring out what sticks. It's a process.
And it can be super overwhelming with all the conflicting advice out there.
Oh, totally. It's like everyone's got a different opinion.
Exactly. So where's Wayne at in his weight loss journey today? Well, at 69 years old, he's working out at this place called the Exercise Coach in LA.
I've heard of that.
They do these shorter, more efficient workouts,
That's smart.
right? Because who has time for hours at the gym?
Especially not at 69.
But okay, ready for the real shocker?
Hit me with it.
Wayne has straight up said that losing weight has actually been bad for his acting career.
Really? That's crazy.
I know, right? Talk about flipping the script.
It really does. And think about it, his physique was often part of the joke, right? Especially like Newman.
Yeah, totally. So it makes sense that audiences might not know how to see him in different roles now.
It's true. We get so used to seeing actors a certain way.
And he's even said it himself, and I quote, "It takes time for people to accept you as you are, and then they find out whether or not you can still do things without being fat."
That's a powerful statement.
I know, right? It really makes you think about how much we judge people based on how they look.
And not just in Hollywood, it happens everywhere.
You're so right. That's like we put people in these boxes based on appearances,
Exactly.
and that's messed up. But, okay, let's not dwell on the negative. Wayne's still out there working.
That's good to hear.
And he's actually been doing more family-friendly roles lately.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he's got this great quote about it. He's like, "Give an old skinny guy a shot."
I love that. He's got a great attitude.
He does.
Yeah.
And it's kind of ironic, right? Now he's getting considered for roles that he probably wouldn't have before.
You're right. It's like his transformation opened up new doors, even if it came with some unexpected challenges.
Totally. Okay, let's get into some specifics from our research here.
Yeah.
So there's this one story about Wayne on the Seinfeld set.
Oh, yeah. What happened?
So he was filming this scene where he had to run through a cornfield.
Okay.
And he realized in that moment just how out of shape he was.
Oh, wow.
It was like a major wake-up call for him.
I bet. And I think we've all had those moments, right? Where you're like, okay, I need to make a change.
Totally. Whether it's about our health or something else.
Exactly.
And here's another interesting thing. Wayne used to eat like 2,600 calories a day.
That's a lot.
And now he's down to 1,500.
Wow, that's a huge difference.
I know. And it makes you think about how hard it is to maintain weight loss over time.
Oh, especially in a crazy industry like Hollywood.
Right, with the long hours and the pressure and everything.
Exactly.
There's this one quote from Wayne that really stuck with me. He said, "It's just what it is. You just have to accept the fact that you can't sell something that you're not."
That's deep. What do you think he meant by that?
I think he's talking about authenticity, right?
Mhm.
Like you have to be true to yourself.
Yeah, and own who you are.
Exactly. And he also said this: all the fame in the world isn't going to help you prevent what most people get, and that's diabetes, heart disease, or strokes.
That's so true. It's like a reality check.
Right. Like fame and fortune don't make you invincible. Oh, and here's another interesting detail. When Wayne first started trying to lose weight, he was working with this cardiologist named Dr. Daniel Eisenberg. And Dr. Eisenberg was really focused on health over fame.
Wow, that's pretty rare in Hollywood.
I know, right? It's like he was really looking out for Wayne's well-being.
That's awesome.
So we've got Wayne Knight, right, who lost a ton of weight, which is something a lot of people struggle with, but then it actually ended up hurting his career.
It's wild, right? Like the opposite of what you'd expect.
Totally. And it makes you question, like, everything you thought you knew about Hollywood.
For real. It's
Yeah.
like this whole other side of the story that we never hear about.
Exactly. And it makes you think about how we define success.
And how much we let appearances dictate our perceptions of people.
You got it. Yeah, it's almost like he got typecast by his own success, you know?
Right. Like people loved him for a certain look.
And when that changed, it kind of threw everyone off.
It really shows how much we rely on those visual cues, you know?
Yeah, we totally do. So does that mean, like, once you're typecast, you're stuck?
Well, not necessarily. But it definitely takes work to change those perceptions.
And not just for the actor, but for the audience, too.
Exactly. We have to be more open-minded.
But let's be real, that's hard. Especially these days.
Totally. We're constantly bombarded with images and messages that tell us what's acceptable.
It's tough to break free from that.
It is, but it's worth it. You know, one thing that really impressed me about Wayne is his determination.
Oh, absolutely. He's faced so many challenges.
That he never gives up
He just keeps going, adapting, evolving.
and carving out his own path.
Exactly. Even when it means taking risks.
That's inspiring.
It really is. And
Ah.
he's still out there doing his thing. Remember that quote? Give an old skinny guy a shot?
Yeah, he hasn't lost his sense of humor.
Or his drive. There's a lesson in there for all of us, I think.
Absolutely.
Like, success can take many forms.
And sometimes the biggest challenges lead to the best opportunities.
So true. Okay, let's go back to his weight loss journey for a minute.
Okay.
He's talked about eating 2,600 calories a day before.
Yeah, and now it's down to 1,500.
Right. But it wasn't just about cutting calories. He worked with this cardiologist, Dr. Daniel Eisenberg.
Right, and he had a very specific approach.
It wasn't just about the numbers on the scale.
He was really looking at the whole picture.
Like stress, emotional eating, lifestyle factors.
It was about making real, lasting changes.
And Wayne said it himself. It's a lifestyle change, and it's one that requires commitment and support.
It's not a quick fix.
Exactly. So let's talk about the impact on his career. He's been pretty open about the fact that he's gotten fewer roles.
Yeah, and even faced rejection because of his new look.
Kind of crazy, right?
It is, like he's being penalized for getting healthy.
Exactly. It shows how messed up our priorities are sometimes.
We judge people so much based on how they look.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
So we know he's gotten fewer of some roles, but has he gotten any new opportunities?
That's a good question. And it's complicated. He's said he's been told he's too thin for some roles,
Wow.
but he's also gotten offers for parts that require a more athletic build.
So it's a mixed bag.
It really is.
It makes you wonder how actors can navigate this kind of thing.
It's tough. There's no easy answer.
But maybe it starts with challenging those narrow perceptions.
And creating more opportunities for actors of all shapes and sizes.
Exactly. So there's this one quote from Wayne that really stood out to me. He said, "There's a certain freedom that comes with not being defined by your weight anymore."
That's a great quote.
Yeah.
What do you think he means by that?
I think it's about self-acceptance, you know?
Like letting go of those anxieties and insecurities.
Yeah, and focusing on what really matters.
And it seems like he's found that freedom.
Totally. He's still taking on new
By
challenges.
doing it his way.
And that's inspiring. But it's important to remember that his journey isn't over.
Right, weight loss is an ongoing thing.
He's talked about how he still struggles sometimes.
It's a reminder that it's not about perfection.
It's about finding what works for you and being kind to yourself.
So what have we learned from Wayne's story?
Well, for one thing, success isn't always a straight line.
There are going to be bumps along the way.
And it's how we deal with those bumps that matters.
It's also about loving yourself for who you are.
And not letting society tell you what's acceptable.
We need to be more open-minded and accepting of all body types.
So think about Wayne's story. Has anything like this ever happened to you?
Have you ever felt judged or typecast because of your appearance?
It's a tough question, but it's worth thinking about.
Because we all deserve to be seen for who we truly are.
Now, knowing what we know about Wayne's journey, does it change how you see his past roles?
Does it make you appreciate his talent even more?
It definitely adds another layer to his story.
And it reminds us that there's always more than meets the eye.
Yeah, it really does make you think. And, even with all the challenges and the deeper issues we've talked about, there's something hopeful about Wayne's story.
Totally. He didn't let any of this stop him.
He just kept going, kept adapting.
A real testament to resilience.
And speaking of adapting, let's talk about that exercise coach program he's been doing.
Oh yeah, the one with the shorter workouts?
Right? It's interesting because it challenges that whole no pain, no gain mentality.
Like you don't need to spend hours at the gym to see results.
Exactly. And it kind of goes back to what we were saying about Dr. Eisenberg's approach.
It's all about finding what works for you individually.
And it seems like Wayne's found a routine that fits his life.
And maybe it'll inspire others to try something new.
I hope so. But what really strikes me about Wayne is his mindset.
Yeah, he seems so self-aware.
Like he's really focused on living a healthier, happier life.
Yeah, not letting Hollywood define him.
It's like he's found this inner peace.
That's awesome.
It really is. And remember, folks, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
There's so much more to Wayne's story.
So if you're interested, keep digging, do your own research.
You might be surprised by what you find.
Who knows, maybe this will inspire someone to cast Wayne in a whole new light.
Maybe a fitness guru.
I love it. Wayne Knight, the unexpected weight loss hero turned fitness icon.
That's a great tagline.
All right, my fellow deep divers, that's a wrap on our exploration of Wayne Knight's crazy career twist.
We've learned a lot about Hollywood weight loss and the power of perception.
But most importantly, we've been reminded that success isn't always what we expect it to be.
It's about embracing the challenges, staying true to ourselves, and never giving up.
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep, my friends.
Until next time.
See ya.